What is going on, everyone? It is FoxyDude98 here. Welcome back to a brand new FIFA 15 video for you guys today here on my channel. So, I was going to do a career mode episode, however, I lost the career mode footage and I've already saved it. So, we've kind of skipped 2 games, which is really annoying. Whenever I next do a career mode episode, I'll talk a little bit more in detail about that, but unfortunately I lost the footage. So, yeah, we won the 2 games that I played because I was busy, so I had to cut it down to 2 games. And obviously then, you know, that's what happens. But anyway, so today I was having a look through my videos because I didn't know what to put out for today's little Easter Sunday, Easter little special. And I was having a look, and a lot of people obviously seem to enjoy the rant videos. Not because, you know, I just seem to have a lot more views on them because it's about expressing my opinion for it. And what seemed to come up, or what I didn't actually realise, is I have not done a Chelsea rant as of yet. Throughout this whole time, me saying, yep, I'll cover all the big teams. I've done Arsenal, I've done Liverpool, done Man United, I've done Cardiff City, I've done Spurs, and I did someone else as well that I think I can remember off the top of my head. But I haven't done the league leaders Chelsea as of yet. So I'm going to be playing a tournament game with the Bundesliga team you can see on the screen right now. And I'm going to go straight into a game, play, and you'll be seeing the whole game. And me talking about Chelsea in detail. But if you guys are unaware how these rants work, we're basically going to search for an opponent. I'm just going to go into a tournament game because I can't bother to do it any other way. And then what we're going to do is get into a tournament game, find an opponent. Who we got here? This guy. Hello. Right. Save all this. Let's see what team he's got to start. First of all, he's got an 84 rated team. That's not too bad. He has got Rooney, Sturridge, Van Persie, Morales, Schürrle, Tiote, Felipe Luis, Company, Koscielny, Zabaleta, and Lloris. That's a pretty damn decent team. Probably got some good players on the bench considering it's an 84 rated team. So yes, so that's how that's going to go. So anyway, without further ado, let's get straight into this game and see how we can do whilst we talk about the team. So, Chelsea, as we know, are the league leaders currently in the Barclays Premier League. They're absolutely killing it right now. They're about 8 or 7 points clear, I believe, in the table. They have also got a game in hand, which is pretty sick for every Chelsea fan, because I think it's against Leicester, and I can't see Chelsea stepping up against Leicester. But let's start with the goalkeeper. That is going to be Thibaut Courtois. Now, Courtois for me is one of the best goalkeepers in Europe by far. He's absolutely insane. That was a bad header from Lewandowski. He's probably one of the best goalkeepers by far in Europe. He is so good and so talented, and he's really young as well. And he's also 6'6", so it's going to be very difficult for all players or anyone to get past him, apart from Charlie Adam, who scored from 65 yards out yesterday, which I was buzzing about. If you haven't seen that goal, it'll probably be somewhere on YouTube. Go and look at it. It was one of the best goals I've seen, one of the best long shots in a very long time. That's a good ball. That's a good ball. And that's going to be 1-0. There we go. Thank you very much, Robin. But yeah. Thank you very much, Robin. Nice little goal, left-footed, because obviously Robin is only 2-star weak foot. If you guys want to pick up Robin, he's only 391k, so if you want to go and pick him up, go and pick him up. He's pretty decent. He's scored a lot of goals for me so far. But yeah, Lloris still, apart from that wonder goal from Charlie Adam, he was absolutely outstanding for, he's been absolutely outstanding for Chelsea this season. Probably not as much as David De Gea, but, oh, Sturridge just going to run past me. Probably not as much as De Gea, but he's still up there as one of the best goalkeepers in Europe by far, and you can't really argue with that, to be honest. It's just true. Next up, then, we're going to go with the defenders, and that's going to be Cahill and Terry. I'm going to go with them two for this video. I think Cahill has been slightly worse this... One of those things in FIFA where I press B, he grabs his shirt, and then he decides that he will never let go. I will never let go. I want to touch you. Please come back. No. Anyway, they've got a penalty, but we're not bothered about the game. It's about talking about Chelsea. But for me, Cahill has not been as impressive this season. He's had some good spells, but he's also had some bad spells, and that's actually brought in the likes of Kurt Zouma into the team. Ah, he's tricked me. He's brought in Kurt Zouma into the squad, and Mourinho gave him some strong praise, saying that he was the new Desailly, which is something that, you know, if I was a young French player, that would mean so much that a manager has named me amongst a legend in football. But to me, Cahill hasn't really been as strong this season, and I definitely think Terry has been better this season. Terry has also signed a brand new one-year deal, which is pretty insane. Wow. That's how you equalise and get. That's how you Yeah, aeroplane. I don't know how to do that actually. If someone knows how to do that, let me know in the comment section down below because I can't really remember. But anyway, I feel that Terry has also been really strong this season. I mean, he's old. Obviously, he's very old now, but he's still got the experience and he can still bag in some goals and sometimes even the match-winning goals, which is it's still good for Terry. He's still got a lot left to give, and I'm kind of glad that he signed the new one-year deal with Chelsea because you know he's such a good centre back that I don't mind watching him play. He's really cool, and yeah, he may even creep into a team of the season for this year's FIFA. Maybe, maybe not. We'll have to just wait and see when that comes around, which is probably about a month's time or so. So it's not long till team of the season rocks up, and hopefully people start playing FIFA again. Although I doubt you'll be able to get any team of the season players because you won't have any coins. Next up then, we're going to be going with the left back, which I'm going to choose for this one is Azpilicueta. Now, they bought Felipe Luis in the summer, and I thought to themselves that's a good new left back to bring into the team. But Jose Mourinho has sticked with Azpilicueta, and he hasn't let him down. I mean, he's given Felipe Luis a tough time at Chelsea, which is, you know, it's bad that you're making it's hard to get into the Chelsea team. I mean, obviously, it's the Chelsea team, so you want to be making sure that you're in the team a lot. And the fact that Azpilicueta's been staying there, keeping himself, you know, strong and poised in that Chelsea defence, it's really good to see that. He's decent, he gets the job done, and that's all you can say for Azpilicueta. Next up then, I'm going to be going with the midfield. I'm going to be starting off with Cesc Fabregas, who is I'm going to start off with Cesc Fabregas, yeah. Now, he joined from Barcelona to Chelsea after a lot of speculation this summer where he's going to go. Arsene Wenger was given first choice. He said, no, we don't want him. So Chelsea said, we'll take Cesc Fabregas on board. And he's done exactly what everyone expected him to do. He has been absolutely outstanding the whole season. He's had some like 13 assists this season, which is absolutely insane. He's literally just come into the Chelsea team and bossed the midfield. That's basically what he's done. He's just bossed it. And it's so good to see Fabregas, you know, continue his good form from his days at Arsenal, and also because I don't know if he was unhappy at Barcelona or he just wanted to come back to the BPL. Nevertheless, it was so good to see him return. That's a good tackle. It was so good to see him return and become what he is. Next up then is going to be Nemanja Matic. Now, Matic for me has been probably the strongest CDM out of anyone in the BPL this season. He is just literally, he's a brick wall. Like, you could probably build a brick. If you imagine, basically, in the stadium right now, they have to close, like, even if, for an example, if you go to a match somewhere, I don't know, where there's a lot of controversy, like people throw flares and stuff, so maybe the Russian league, the Turkish league, one of the two. If you haven't heard about the Fenerbahce team bus, it actually got shot at by some people. I don't know who, in a gang attack, which is something that football shouldn't be seeing. But this is a Chelsea rant. If I'm not going to go on about Fenerbahce, but hope everyone's okay in Fenerbahce. But anyway, so with the Nemanja Matic, like, you could literally, if you needed to like close off parts of the stadium, instead of just building like a massive brick wall, you could just use Nemanja Matic. Instead of building a house, you can just use Nemanja Matic because he can just help. He is just so good. He's basically built as a brick. And yeah, that's what I say. There should be that on the new housing adverts. Do you want to buy yourself some amazing houses? Buy Nemanja Matic. He is an amazing brick wall and will stop anything from pissing you off. That's a nice goal from Robin as well. He just runs. Robin. I think that's a hat-trick from him as well. But anyway, Nemanja Matic is just a brick wall. He is so good, so solid and amazing. And he just, it's a CDM that the likes of Wanyama can come up and maybe match his potential. And again, I think he's a person that deserves a team this season this year because he does what he does. Protects the back four and helps with the midfield. Next up then, I'm going to be going with the man himself. Who should I go with? I'm going to go with Eden Hazard for this one. Oh, that's unlucky. Because for me, I don't think Hazard has been as impressive as last season. However, I still think he's impressive, if you get what I mean. So, I think Hazard is a really, really good player. Don't get me wrong about that. However, I still feel that Hazard was better last season than he was this season. Like, I don't see him in the headlines as much. Like, he may be in the headlines because he scores a goal there and then, scores a couple of pens because he seems to be the penalty taker. Sturridge is going to score this. No, he's not, because Neuer can't even save the ball properly. But, I don't know what it is. Like, people have been saying out there, and I would agree with them, in terms of, like, FIFA as well. Like, Hazard is rated higher than the likes of Royce and Neymar, and I don't see that. Like, that's a good goal. I don't see that. I'm not I'm not sure what it is, but Hazard just for me isn't the player that he was last season. There's something missing from Hazard. I think it's because of the new players that have been implemented into Chelsea's team. Because Chelsea have done some work in the summer transfer window to get new players, and they've definitely bought the right players, and that's without a shadow of a doubt. However, like, I think that because there's so many better players in Chelsea now, that Hazard doesn't seem to be like the sole player that is the best as we reach half-time here. 3-2 up. He's had 4 shots, 4 on target. I've had 6 shots, 4 on target. And yeah, so that's half-time for you guys. If you want to have a look at the Bundesliga team, I'll leave it up there for a couple of seconds. But for me, Hazard just hasn't been as impressive. And it's something that probably because of the new players that have come in, or maybe just because of his form, but just doesn't seem as impressive this season. Right then, so we're going to be moving on to the man Willian. For me, has been better this season. Definitely been better this season. He beat Schürrle in terms of competition to get into the starting lineup for Chelsea when Schürrle was at Chelsea. Schürrle decided to move then in the transfer window to Wolfsburg, and yeah, that's now left Willian pretty much sorted as a starter for Chelsea, and I think he's been better this season. He's got good pace, good dribbling skills. He's definitely better than last season. He's better this season than he was last season, and that's something that I like about Willian. I like to see players improve on their previous season's performances as we score yet another goal here with Marco Reus this time as a change. This Bundesliga team is overpowered as hell, and I love this team, man. It's so cool. But anyway, for me, Willian has definitely been better this season. I keep getting it wrong. Willian is better this season than last. There we go. Got it out there in the end. And I think he's going to definitely improve and become a really good right mid for Chelsea. I think he's playing right mid unless Hazard and Willian have moved around. If you're a Chelsea fan, you'll know exactly where they play. I think he's playing at right mid, but correct me if I'm wrong, guys, and that'll be absolutely awesome. Let's try and get this onto Lewandowski. He's offside, so there's no point in even giving it to him, or we're going to get blown for offside. But oh, thank you. I'm just going to shoot now. Never mind. I think personally that why am I giving opinion on a player that I haven't even chosen yet? Now, next up, I'm going to be going with the main man, Oscar. I don't know. Like, I think for me, he deserves a bit more playing time. I feel like he's not... What the hell is Lloris doing? Ugh. FIFA for you guys. I think he was probably, again, I think he was another player that's better last season than he was this season. Like, whenever Oscar has been on the pitch, he's been insane. Don't get me wrong. Like, as soon as you see him on the pitch, he is a very, very talented young midfielder. And I like to watch Oscar play football. But for me, he doesn't seem to be getting as much of the starting time as possible. Probably because of the midfielders that they've already got. Like, Matic has become better, and Fabregas has just come into this team like nobody and just dominated the assists in the midfielding role, sort of dropping Oscar a bit away from the main spark of the game. Oh, good save from Neuer. So I feel that Oscar, when he's on the pitch, is a really good player, is a really good guy to watch, but when he's not on the pitch, it's because there's better midfielders, and that means he's going to need to constantly be consistent in his performances to even just, you know, get into the starting lineup. Right, so the next player I'm going to move on to is a guy that actually transferred, and that's going to be Cuadrado, who transferred to Chelsea from Fiorentina for, I believe, 30 mil. If I'm wrong, then I'm sorry. I didn't mean to abuse you with the... I'm not a mathematician. Yeah, whatever. But anyway, Cuadrado transfer... Oh my god, what a ball. What a ball! What a ball! This is going to be Lewandowski's first goal. There we go, Lewandowski's first goal for my club. But for me, I don't know why Jose Mourinho bought him, to be honest. He doesn't play. He comes on... I don't think he's actually started... He has started games. I think he started 2 games. Comes on as a sub only like in the 80th odd minute. So I'm kind of not sure why Jose Mourinho's bought him. I feel like it was a bit of a panic buy to like try and get someone in this transfer window when it wasn't really necessary. Willian and Hazard are good enough to do the job. You've got Fabregas and Matic that are good in the midfield. You've got so many other players that's kind of like an unnecessary player to bring into your team. It's someone that doesn't really need to be there. And I feel that Cuadrado will probably do what Salah did, Mohamed Salah, who went to Fiorentina, and he'll probably go back because he's not going to get the game time there unless, obviously, Jose Mourinho changes his mind as it starts to lag, and I'm going to shoot and miss. finally then, we're going to move on to our strikers. I'm going to be moving on to Diego Costa, who again, like Fabregas, has come from La Liga into the BPL and bossed it. Simple as that. Come into the BPL and has absolutely blown me away, especially as a lot of other fans, because I don't know, is he second or third in the top goal scoring right now this season? Maybe top, maybe third. I can't remember off the top of my head, but he's up there as one of the most consistent goal scorers this season, which is really good considering his injuries that he's been having, because unfortunately that's one thing that I wanted to talk about with Costa afterwards. But anyway, let's go on to Costa's good things, and then we'll talk about the bad things about Costa, which isn't really not much in general, actually, to be honest. But Costa for me has been really good this season. He's got all the good attributes of a striker. He's pretty fast, you can't get me wrong on that one. He's so strong, and that's one thing that just helps him so much. He will just muscle people off the ball and say, if like anyone wants to get the ball, it's like, well, you're kind of gonna have to get past Costa before you get past me. It's like you have to go through Costa because you're never gonna get past him. He literally holds the ball like, I don't know, like a dog. He's like a dog putting a tennis ball in its mouth and refusing to let it go. You will not get it off of him. You will not get that ball off Costa. You'll just have to wait till the goalkeeper pulls it out the back of the net because he's just gone and slammed it in. Yeah, that's basically all I gotta say about Costa. I basically linked him up to an animal, even though he does look a little bit like a monkey. No offense to Chelsea fans, but he does look a bit like a monkey. Yeah, not gonna do a net. But anyway, for some reason, I don't know what's going on. Is he offside? Yeah, anyway. Loic Remy's gonna be my next player, and I feel that Loic Remy, again, it's exactly like Cuadrado. Not getting the game time that he deserves. I mean, he played a full 90 minutes yesterday for Chelsea, which was absolutely awesome. Scored the winning goal, and he's got a lot of potential. He's fast. He's also pretty strong, and that's going to be a goal for them. Why did Neuer not save that? Why? Sorry, this is EA, basically, right? What they do is when you score a goal, your keeper can't save. It's like, no! That's exactly what it was. Like, I'm going to save this! Yay! Oh. Anyway, so I feel like Neuer to me? I feel like Remy deserves a bit more game time, and he could be another great striker for Chelsea, especially with the issues that's gone on with Costa, and that's his hamstring. He's having a lot of issues with his hamstring. I believe he aggravated it again against Stoke on the weekend. Not helped him at all. He's injured again. I don't know for how long, but it's kind of just frustrating because we want to see Diego Costa play, but we can't because he's injured. And that's one of the things that annoys me, is that everyone started blaming Arsenal for their training performances when Aaron Ramsey had a couple of hamstring injuries. Like, he came back from a hamstring injury, then all of a sudden he got another one, and he got another hamstring injury, and people started blaming Arsenal's training facilities for this problem. But no one's blaming Diego Costa, and he's had about 25 billion hamstring injuries throughout this whole season, and he's been injured probably more than Ramsey. So why are people blaming us for our training methods when, I'm sorry, but Costa has been injured more than before? I mean, he's missed a lot of internationals this season because of the injury. And yeah, I feel that, to be honest, why are you blaming us when Costa gets injured a lot himself? Blame Chelsea methods as well. Don't just blame us all the time. But anyway, Remy to me feels like he's got a lot of potential inside of him and could be going to be something really decent. And Robben missed from miles out because I was shooting on an angle and being retarded. And finally then, Didier Drogba, again, just one of those players. I feel like it was quite nice to see him come back to Chelsea, you know. He's probably into his last season. Maybe he'll finish this season off and retire. Maybe he'll have one more season at Chelsea. But it's nice to see him come back to Chelsea, I feel, because that's where he got his legend status, was at Chelsea. Left to go to Galatasaray, and now he's sort of just, you know, finished his career off at Chelsea, and it's quite nice to see that. And as we finish here, winning 6-3 with yet another goal from Arjen Robben, we're going to wrap it up for Chelsea. So to me, Courtois is a really talented goalkeeper. He's got so much potential and it's going to be really good in the future. The defence is looking really good. I think they may have to start considering buying maybe some centre-backs, I would have thought. Maybe even including Kurt Zouma into a few more games, because I still think he's really good. The midfield is strong. It's powerful. Matic is in there. Fabregas, the assist king. Willian is strong, getting better this season. Hazard, I feel, hasn't been as strong this season. Cuadrado, I feel, is a waste of a buy, in my opinion. I think, you know, they shouldn't really have bought him because they're not going to play him much. So I feel that was a bit of a waste of a buy, as we managed to finish and win this game 6-3 for our team. So yeah, I feel like Cuadrado was a bit of a waste of a buy. Drogba, nice to see him back at Chelsea to finish off his career because he's not going to go anywhere now. Remy, I feel that if he can't get the game time, needs to go because he's shown that he can play well for Chelsea. So I feel that, yeah, that needs to sort of change if necessary. Costa, absolutely insane. Great player, taking the BPL by storm. However, he has been hit by a lot of hamstring injuries, and that's going to be something that's going to concern Chelsea, especially because I don't know how long he's actually out for at the moment. Robben scoring 4 goals. Bloody hell, he's on fire for my club right now. And assists from both my centre-backs, because that makes so much sense. But yeah, that's what I've got to say about Chelsea. Are they going to win the league, in my opinion? Yes, I believe they will win the league. So yeah, that is all. That has been it for me today. Hope you guys have enjoyed this Chelsea rant with you guys. Make sure to leave it a like rating. That'd be absolutely awesome. Subscribe for some more daily content here on my channel down below. If you've got any different opinions to any of the Chelsea players that I've said or I haven't mentioned, feel free to put them in the comment section down below. That'd be absolutely awesome. Well, until then, guys, I'll speak to you on another video. Take care. Goodbye. Happy Easter, everyone.